Today, I am at Greiner Auto Body in Washington, Iowa, and we're going to do a reveal what my General Lee now looks like as far as the color goes. And if you look right back there, I'm giving you a little hint, but we're going to give you a lot closer look. And this episode is brought to you by Greiner Auto Body of Washington, Iowa, using state-of-the-art techniques and decades of experience to get your car back on the road after an accident. Car Doctor of Washington, Iowa. No matter who Frankensteined it, they can fix and clean and customize it. McDonald Boneyard of Keota, Iowa, for all of your farm equipment and auto recycling needs. Hinshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. You need a trailer, they've got your trailer, and they fix what they sell and don't in their full-time repair shop. Girling Repair of Winfield, Iowa. If your mower is dead, call Fred, your Husqvarna, Aaron's, and Gravely dealer. B&B Propane and the family of jet stops present Southeast Iowa Today. I'm John Bain, author of Christie's Journey, The Beat Goes On, and your host. I can't wait to show you this. Jeremy, I tell you what, when I go and I leave for Canada to watch Ray Kahn from the Northeast Ohio Dukes do the first ever international General Lee jump, I'm like, how can I top that in excitement, and then you do this for me?
Perfect timing then, right?
Yes. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the last time I showed you on this podcast what the General Lee looks like? Look at it now. Jeremy, you're an artist.
Luckily it's a single color.
And this is a Hemi orange, a new school.
It's the current, well, probably closest to the most current. I don't think there's anything quite newer yet than that.
It's just beautiful. So tell the audience what you do to when it comes time to paint. What's going on as far as, you know, we've been following this process the whole way. As people can tell in my voice, I am very excited now. It's hard for me I'm just in awe of this.
It takes a while, don't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously you have some videos of it being in primer and blocking the primer. So we planned on 2 block and primes. We ended up doing, I'd say, 3 on most of it, because there were some areas that just needed a little bit more attention than what we had thought it was going to get it straight, or we wanted it straight, get the lines right. So we finished that last prime. Then you get it sanded down. You go down to 400 grit sandpaper with a block. Get it as straight as you can. Some spots we went on to 600 to really smooth out that even more. Then we come in, we seal the car with a sealer. It's like a thin version of primer that helps the color hold out. I mean, make sure your color's even throughout the color, and it gives you better adhesion to the car than just standard spraying straight over primer. Mm-hmm. And then after your sealer, you're gonna lay down your base coat. So that was where we sprayed the orange paint. And then after the orange paint goes down, you spray a couple coats of that. I end up using some clear base on the top of that to let that flash off, so I can go in and denib the paint just to see if there's any dirt in it. I came back in and denibbed it off with some 1200 grit sandpaper. You could go down to 1000, but I didn't want to create any more problems. So there wasn't much dirt, so I denibbed it down with 1200. Came back, put another couple coats of orange down. And then this color is actually, for as bold as this is, it actually sprayed pretty thin. It took about 4 coats to really get the good coverage that I needed. So then after the 4 coats were done, it was late. I put some clear base on it to give me a 24-hour window, and I came in then the next evening, I should say, and sprayed the clear. So when we came back in, we did our 3 coats of clear on this and the other parts that are over there, and then let that sit 24 hours. Came in on Monday and started the process of sanding and buffing. So we sanded it down with 1200 grit sandpaper, then to 15, 2000, 3000. We finished in 5000 and then started buffing up from there.
It's just incredible. I know this camera lens is not doing it the justice it is truly deserving, but it looks beautiful on my screen now, and it just looks even more beautiful in person. And before we went on camera, and when Jeremy first walked in, I got here to the shop before Jeremy did. And when he came in, all I did was went over and gave him a big hug. And he's like, I said, have you ever had any customers do that? And he's like,
Not very often.
Not very often. It's just wonderful.
I mean, when a big man comes up and hugs you, you're worried, or you know he's really happy.
For sure. Well, I'll tell you, and I want to shout out to your dad, Ron, and to you, and for Aaron and Jacob. Man, just it's incredible. I'll always think of you guys when I'm in this car.
Well, I hope you do. It was a lot of work. I mean, this thing's come a long way, and what's crazy is when we started on it, we all thought it was way better than we thought, and then when you get going, you find things you weren't expecting to find. And so this thing's now got 2 brand new quarter panels on it. It's got a lot of body work and straightening and priming and blocking, and just
gaps are disappeared and everything else.
Yeah, so the door gaps, when we go put the doors back on, those are nice and even now.
Yeah.
We'll be able to line those back up again.
Yeah.
And it's definitely right on course. Wish it was done a little faster, but in this world, it takes time.
Yeah. My friend, you're doing an excellent job.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. We'll do more of this as we progress. Thanks to Jeremy. Thanks to Aaron. Thanks to Jacob. And a big thank you to Ron Greiner here at Greiner Auto Body in Washington, Iowa. It's the color I've been dreaming of for years for this car. And I also want to thank you for watching. And of course, I've got to thank our sponsors, Greiner Auto Body, Car Doctor, McDonald Boneyard, Hinshaw Trailer Sales, Girling Repair, B&B Propane, and the family of Jet Stops. I'm your host, John Bain. Stay friendly, Southeast Iowa.